Hey guys, this is Preeti and you're watching my solution. In this video, I'll be teaching about the histology of the skeletal muscle, which is important for a 5-mark question in your final exam. The first I'll say about the few things about the skeletal muscle, and then I'll say about the histological points, and then show you the slide and how it actually looks under the microscope. I'll say all these things in this video. Skeletal muscle is one of the type in a broad 3 categories of muscles, that is skeletal muscle, cardiac muscle, and the smooth muscles. Skeletal muscle is the only voluntary muscle, and other cardiac muscle and smooth muscles are involuntary. And skeletal muscles have striations, which also cardiac muscles also have striations, whereas smooth muscles do not have striations. Skeletal muscles, as I already said, they are voluntary, and these muscles are arranged. See, these are unbranched and long cylindrical fibers. These are unbranched. See, you cannot see any branches over here. And they're long cylindrical shape they are arranged, which are parallel to each other. This point you understand, I think. And then they have multiple peripherally placed flattened nucleus. This is a flattened nucleus which is placed at the periphery. The skeletal muscles have flat peripherally placed nucleus. And other point will be, these are for microscopic features. Microscopic points, features you have to write these. 2 points you have to write for your spotters, and for 5 marks questions you need to write many points. And dark and light striations, you can see this, these are dark and light striations. Dark striations are myosin and the light striations are actin. You can see dark and light striations you also see in cardiac muscles, whereas smooth muscles you won't see any striations. See, each cell are cylindrical fibers without branching. You cannot see any branches over here. These are cylindrical fibers and they are parallel to each other. These are parallel to each other. That means the space between the 2 muscles is the same everywhere. These are parallel to each other. And the skeletal muscles have transverse striations. You can see these are transverse. This is a longitudinal section. These striations are transverse to the longitudinal thing. That means perpendicular to the longitudinal fiber. And they have transverse striations. This is the most important feature of this skeletal muscle. And they have dark and light bands. Dark bands, light bands are called I bands, isotropic bands, and the dark bands are called A bands and isotropic bands, as they are striated muscles. Striations are not easily seen under the low magnification. We have to see under the high magnifications, only then we can see these striations. And then dark bands and light bands are irregularly arranged. Actin and myosin filaments, as already said, these are actin and myosin filaments. A central, I'll draw you and show. These are muscle. This is a unit of muscle, that is sarcomere between 2 Z line, and here actin filaments will be there. In between myosin filaments will be there, and here H line will be H zone will be there. Here M line will be there. This is M line, this is the H zone. These are actin filaments, and this is a middle one are myosin filaments. This entire thing is a sarcomere, which is a structural and function unit of muscle. This is all they have explained in this thing. They have sarcolemma. The cell membrane of this muscle fiber is known as a sarcolemma, as we have a plasma membrane. It's a neurolemma for nerves, and like this, a sarcolemma, and it is multinucleated and flattened, peripherally placed. As I have already discussed, many nucleus is there in a single cell, so these are multinucleate but peripherally placed flat nucleus. And they have somatomotor nerves, because it at the junction where nerve is supplied is called as a motor end plate. So they have motor supply, because the skeletal muscles are under our control. So motor nerves will innervate and we will do the functions. So motor nerve supply they have. See this thing, first muscle fiber will be there. Muscle fiber is enclosed by endomysium. After that, many muscle fiber groups to form, that is enclosed by perimysium, and the fascicula is enclosed by epimysium. This is all the features. I'll show how to draw. You have to write the parallel lines. The parallel lines is each will be cylindrical, which are without branching, peripherally placed multinucleus, and you have to write the transverse striations. This is the thing, sarcolemma. The cell membrane of the skeletal muscle will be sarcolemma, and peripherally placed the nucleus. Dark and light bands you have to show, and muscle fibers. This is all you have to write the diagram. You have to write the diagram and explain few points. Then only you will get 5 marks. Explain what are the points, you know, everything you have to write, and these are all the points. And in microscopic slide you will see this thing, perimysium, endomysium. Each muscle fiber is enclosed by endomysium, then perimysium. These are myofibrils or muscle fiber. In between those 2 adipose tissues are there. Nucleus will be peripherally placed with shorter nucleus. Cross striations are there, that is transverse striations or cross striations. These are skeletal muscle fibers. If you find this video helpful, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.